Yo, what is up, it's your boy Jay Johnny back here in Perim. But hey, how you doing today, you beautiful Perry people? Today we have a late upload again because honestly, just trying to test out new metrics. So let's go ahead and see what goes on. We were playing the Khorror deck for the deck profile we used yesterday. We went over yesterday, so let's go ahead and see if we can't get a good match in, because I would like to get a good match in. Preferably the deck wants to go first, as most decks do. But this is particularly important because we have Rainin in the front, so kinda want to make the best use of Khorror while we have him. That being said, we'll go ahead and cut to the match whenever it starts. Alright, boys, we are finally back. Let's get this into the game going. We are playing into Danians. We also are on the initiative here, which is nice to see. I love to see it. Let's go ahead and get some offensive pressure going on. We're going to have Ninrin attacking the backline right here so we can get an easy shot into lore. That is the game plan here. We're going to go Ninrin into Nemi, and we're going to just try to pick up some clean KOs. So we are going to do some solid stuff here. Solid stuff all around. Do we see anything? Okay. Oh my god, you're so boring, brother. You're so boring. Oh my god, look at that. He activated Tabble. He's so cool and original and awesome and unique. Brother, I'm gonna go to sleep. Somebody tell me when he's done with this. I'm gonna pass everything. I'm just gonna pass everything. Just keep going, Queen. Just keep going. I'm not gonna stop this. You know, they try so hard. You see, I wouldn't mind this deck if it just didn't take so long to set up, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you spend so much time doing it, you know? It's like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, because he's not done. He's not done. He's only infected 2 things. He needs to do more to make the deck work, right? Like, there needs to be more that activated to make the deck work. I'd be really confused if he actually just called it there, because I'm having Ninrin attacking an enemy, and then that way I can get a dead shot into lore once I win that fight. So let's see if we can get this going. All right, cool. Attacking an enemy, and then he's gonna let me. Either that or he's gonna activate Elna. One of the 2 things are gonna happen. He's gonna activate Elna, or he's gonna, you know, let me kill enemy. One of these 2 things is gonna happen. Alright, yeah, he's letting me kill Elna. Elna here has the Danian Carpus, which is solid. Okay, that's cute. That's adorable. That's funny. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for them to do something. We're just gonna wait for them to do something. Danian players, man. Danian players. Know your deck, guys. Know your deck. If you're going to be a Danian player, know what you're doing. What? Yeah, see. Like I said, he wasn't done. He wasn't done. The deck is, like, really stupid. It's, like, it's so dumb. The deck is so dumb. He didn't even sacrifice the right thing. He was supposed to sacrifice Elna in the combat. Because all he's doing now is letting me set up my hand, which is fine. I'm okay with setting up my hand. Meditative Leap, allow me to discard a card. I'm going to discard Flash Warp. And then we have Synaptic Acceleration, going to allow me to discard a card. I'm going to discard Last Trap. Like I said, this deck is, like, really straightforward. I really love this deck a lot because it's able to dish out solid numbies. Even when it's not doing what it, like, wants to do, it's doing enough, you know what I mean? So very solid deck all around. I genuinely enjoy it. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool. Let's go for her Synaptic Acceleration. I don't know why you're playing the Carpus if you're playing Tabble. Like, it doesn't make much sense to do that because, you know, you don't need to. It just doesn't make sense to do that. The Carpus, you know, infects the creature that, you know, that it does. When an equipped creature deals combat damage on infect a creature, infect that creature. When the equipped creature is destroyed, destroy the battle. Like, is it just the Battle Gear hate? Is that all it is? Because, I mean, like, I feel like there's better options for just Battle Gear hate, you know? What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to set up to make sure that I always have access to a Slash Claw in hand. I want to be able to just one-shot these 2 Nimis and just remove the fight. The game will be over whenever I do that. So that's really what we're going for here. That's what we're going for here. They're going to have this Nimi attack into Rainin, and then, honestly, I'd be more worried about this. I'd be more worried about the Ninrin that's ready to set up to attack into lore than I would about, than I would be about Ninrin, or than I would be about, Rainin, like, reducing damage Khorror deals, because, like, Ninrin kills lore, you lose access to everything. Yeah, like, your entire deck is turns off the second lore dies. So I feel like you have to kind of, like, you know, take that into consideration here. Meditative Leap is going to let me set up my hand a little bit further. I'm able to discard that Aftermath Feint, and that's all I needed to see there is that Slash Claw. I do have this fight guaranteed in the bag. There's no way I lose this fight going forward. I'm going to go for Reverberate, and I'm going to do 5 damage, and we're just going to cycle through until we draw something good here. Until we draw something enough that does enough damage. My attacks do 5 extra damage, so I am always going to be dealing 5. If he's only dealing 5, he's doing 0, essentially. So, I do have Slash Claws in my hand. 3 attacks, I code. He can't code me on 3 attacks. If he can code me on 3 attacks, he needs to hurry it up, because come on, buddy. Come on, what are you doing? You know. Harness Rage, I guess, is going to be the card that picks up the KO. That is unfortunate. My lowest damaging attack is my highest damage, is my second highest damaging attack. Hate to see it, but it will pick up the KO very cleanly. We will see the, you know, the Danian Carpus be attached to, Ninrin destroying its battle gear. But I think that's acceptable. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think it's okay. I wonder what I'm going to do with all the videos that I have to scrap for this. Because, I mean, like, like, 2 of the games, like, were kind of unwatchable to an extent. Well, the first game was definitely unwatchable. The first game, I was just a poor matchup. I probably could have changed what I did during the gameplay. But I don't think it would have made a difference, which sucks. But it sucks when something like that happens, you know. But let's see if we can take out these Nemesis and try to win a couple fights. Honestly, there is a world where I can win a fight with an enemy with Rainin. And I want to see if that world exists right now, you know? I kind of want to see if this is the world that it currently exists, you know? I also do wonder if they're going to attack into the Ninrin here. I feel like they have to attack. I feel like you have to attack Ninrin, considering that Ninrin's about to go into lore. Well, I guess... No, because then you have this Nimi attack into Khorror. Because you can move Elixia. Okay, yeah. So you are going for the Khorror. That's fine. I have the KO. I mean, like, I just go Slash Claw for game, right? Like 120 damage on Slash Claw. Yeah, go cool. Brave Land. That's cool. That's cute. That's adorable. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. Slash Claw. Go for Slash Claw for 110 damage. Or 115 damage. So, he can heal out of range, but it's gonna take a lot to do it, you know, and I don't think it's worth it. I do not think that was worth it. Yeah, okay. I was like, because that's a lot of resources to heal out of a Slash Claw, you know. Now, they're going to have to move Elixia up, and I think they're going to have to move her here. And they're going to have to move... Oh, you can't get Nimi in there because you used that Nimi. If you'd used this Nimi to move here, this Nimi to attack here, and then moved Elixia up 1, you could have moved Lore up 1, and then Nimi could have blocked for Ninrin going into Lore. I think that would have been the play that you would have had to go to for. If you're going to sacrifice Nimi and as it was, I think the play you go for is that one right there. Because that enables you to do stuff. But now I have a solid shot into Lore, and once Lore goes down, I don't have to worry as much about battle gear. So, I don't have to worry as much about music. So, yeah, I genuinely could not care less. Janicus Threshold comes down. Oh, okay. Well, unfortunately, this checks creature types, so we'll go into Lore here, and he can activate Nimi. And then this Nimi will be your only line of defense. Ooh, the Zerium Armor actually does do some solid stuff for him. The Zerium Armor does do some solid stuff for him. It does turn off a lot of options for me. That is unfortunate. I cannot cast any music because of Dranikish Threshold. So, he actually does have some solid setup here. Because of Zerium Armor, he actually is going to be able to get some solid stats going, which is unfortunate. All of my attacks do 15 damage, though. All of my attacks do 15 damage because of the Warbeast. Because of the collar. Why am I not gaining energy? Oh, yeah, Tuna Zerium. Yeah. I forgot they actually cast that. Yeah, my bad. Why does that only do... Okay. I see. We're good. Ooh, that Zerium Armor is going to be brutal on me here. What do I do? Do I play for like I'm going to lose this fight? Because I think I'll lose this fight. That Zerium Armor is brutal. This is the one time I didn't want to flip Dranikish Threshold, because like this actually screws me over a lot more than it screws him over. I don't know how I didn't see the positioning that he did. Like, I don't know how I didn't see that coming. Yeah, okay. Discard that. It's not doing anything anyways. Because that positioning's really... Oof. Let's go... Reckless Reproach. Deals 5. Zero? Oh yeah, I don't have the battle gear. Duh. Yeah, no, we're just gonna set up for Khorror. That's all we really can do, is just kind of wait for Khorror at this point, right? Like, so, that's all we're going for. We're just setting up for Khorror. That's, yeah, this game is going to be kind of boring right now. Like, right, like, because they're wanting to hold their strong hitting attacks for the Khorror, and, like, I mean, like, I don't have any attacks, so, yeah. But Danian Karpus is going to pop his Zerium armor, though, so there is that. I mean, you know, I don't have to worry about Zerium armor anymore, you know, so that's solid. Yeah. This is kind of boring whenever, like, you know, both players are just setting up their attacks, because it's like, you know, you don't need to be in this position, you know, which sucks. It sucks as a viewer. I would hate to have this viewer interaction, like, you know, this viewer, like, experience right now that I'm having right now. Go for Harness Rage, because I don't really have anything else to do. I think that should tell him, like, you know, it's game over. I don't think it's going to tell him it's game over. I think he's going to keep dragging this out. Yeah, okay, cool. Aftermath Feint, I'm going to discard everything that's not Zerium armor, or everything that's not Slash Claw. We're going to pop the Zerium armor with the Karpus, because you didn't realize that was going to happen, I guess. I don't know what the thought process was there on that one, bub. But, yeah. Yeah, that was your defense, brother. That was your line of defense there. And they concede the game. Okay, so they did realize that that was the only way they're winning this game. I've gotten to filter through the decks twice now. I have the Slash Claws. I knew they had the Slash Claws. Okay, I think that was good enough for me to upload. I hate that the ending was kind of a slog, but they did concede at the proper point, because I would move Savile up one. I'd move Alov over Rainin back. He would go Lore into Savile, and then they'd duke it out. If he was going to go enter combat, he probably wouldn't want to enter combat, though, and risk losing Lore, because that's all of his, you know, generic music. And Elixir would, the only combat she'd be able to enter into would be at the Khorror. So he would just kind of, like, you know, essentially pass the turn. I would attack into Lore or Elixir, depending on whichever one I could touch. Nimi would defend, and then I would go Slash Claw. He would heal range. He would heal out of range, and then I'd go Slash Claw again for game. So, nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. Game was over. Game was 100% over. So, that being said, though, guys, that was a really good game. I don't know what I'm doing at the other ones. So let me know if you guys in the comment section if you guys want to see the other ones. Because, guys, I'm telling you, they were not that entertaining. But that being said, I have been J. Johnny from Perim's Underworld, and I will see you later on Chaotic. So, for now, let's port to Perim.